Alright, you're gonna hear it in the video later, but I'm gonna make an announcement here. If you're interested in joining me and possibly 3, 4 other people to go boxing, hit me up on my Instagram. My Instagram is Julio Martinez 101. You'll see a bunch of things, but thank you guys for the support on the video. It's just a lot of people keep texting me that the video was good. Uh, Check out Aaron Millie's Millie Morning podcast. Check him out. He's an amazing guy. But yeah, have an amazing day, guys. Enjoy the video. Not bad. It's just
Nah, bro, you all good.
my OBS and my camo and all my streaming stuff is not working properly. So I'm
Bro,
just
it's
like,
all good, bro. You finally got here though, bro. So it's not a trip.
yeah, my audio good or not?
Yeah, bro, you all good. You sound
Okay,
clear.
but
Do I sound
all right.
good? I bet, bro. We's all good now.
Less staticky, like less.
Yeah, on me, bro. Hey, you saw that the episode after I had with you. I had this new mic. Like after that, I said, "All right, we're done."
Yeah, a
She
lot of
got
people
toast.
actually been watching your stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. I be getting a lot of love. I be like, all right. I be appreciating that for real.
Yeah, man. A lot. I got told by I don't know if you remember Isaiah.
I said, "Oh, Star."
Yeah, Isaiah Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He said he loves when you do your videos, man. He appreciates when you do the videos because
But that's hard.
he don't listen to music. He just
Mm-hmm.
listens to podcasts now, and he prefers listening to your podcasts and music because
That's
when he's
hard.
working,
Yeah.
he don't like that type of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
But shoot, man.
Man, that's love though. I be seeing you be doing your thing. I see you boxing now.
I'm so I'm gonna be making an announcement after like we do our video. I'm gonna record a separate part of it
Okay.
where, and if people are watching this, I'm gonna try to get a huge group to go with me. That
Oh,
it's
word.
on a monthly cost basis. So it was my
Mm-hmm.
first time boxing, and people were like, "Hey man, how do you go there? Like where's it at and all that?"
Yeah.
Like I'd rather get a group of people to go to box over there,
Mm-hmm.
um, since it's just a commodity is much more better than just one single
Oh no,
person
for
doing it.
sure.
So
Where you at? Where you boxing at? Elkhart?
CFX in Mishawaka.
CFX? No, I don't think I've ever heard of it. Only boxing
So
gyms I be knowing is like in Elkhart in that
yeah,
area.
the it's a gym. It's just a gym, and then in the back they have like
Word.
a trainer doing boxing, but
Word.
it's expensive.
Nah, bro. Yeah, bro. Fighting is not cheap, bro. Fighting
No,
is not cheap.
he told me the monthly for just myself would have been like 140.
God damn,
Yeah,
man.
so I'm gonna try to get a group, and I'm gonna talk to him if we can get like a group discount or something like that.
Oh yeah, I bet
Um,
he'll do that. More stuff.
and if we can split it like 4 ways type of deal,
On
do it.
for real though. For real
Um,
though.
but yeah, that's just yeah. It,
What?
and it,
What?
I had my
You saying what?
I was supposed to have like three. I had text 2 people to do my recording, man.
Yeah.
So that people, two of them was supposed to box with me. The other one, well, she's the girl I'm currently talking to right now.
Okay, Julio, doing your thing. Okay.
Uh, but the 2 other people just got busy. They have school and stuff, so I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal, or they have work, and I'm like, I'm not gonna
Mm.
force you guys to come. You guys got things to do, and I understand, and I appreciate you guys at least
For
do it, at least thinking about it.
yeah, for
So,
real. At least putting in some effort towards it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. But what about you, man? You out here eating spicy stuff?
Bro, dude, I'm not do okay, bro. First off, I'm done with the spicy stuff. I'm done. Like, I'm done. After that, I'm never going back. Made my lips burn too much all my life. I'm not lying, bro. But yeah, bro, I got this new channel I'm starting. I'm
Mhm.
doing like I'm doing like trying different foods, things like that. It's mainly gonna be like trying different type of foods. I actually got I just ordered shit for my next video. I'm gonna be trying exotic beef jerkies, bro.
God,
There's
man,
like yeah, bro.
sounds good right now, man.
All me. So
Nah, not
yeah.
for me right now. See, right now this is the main channel. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be the only channel I'll probably do. But the plan is, I can't eat crappy food right now, man. I can't do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So like I'll be eating. Yesterday was like the officially last day I was supposed to eat crappy food.
That's right.
So anything that's crap. Today I'm supposed to eat purely uh, protein, chicken, white
Mm.
rice, because I'm supposed to go on a cut.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
your lean meats.
so I'm doing my splits
Mm.
for workouts and my splits for cardio. Dude,
Yeah. Bro,
it's
but
draining.
boxing will get you down. That's for damn sure.
Mm,
It'll
mm.
get you down. The amount of cardio it takes for that is insane.
Dude, it takes time.
Oh yeah.
It takes time to learn things. It really does,
Mm-hmm.
especially that because he puts you right back into the basics of
Yeah.
boxing, and he does it based off of muscle memory, sort of like a workout. You just do it based off of muscle memory. You learn
Mm.
how to control everything. So it was boxing was a pretty good eye opener, and I think that's where I'm going to start leaning to
Mm.
a lot more.
Like fitness wise.
Not fitness wise, as a career option.
Word.
So I want to do multiple things.
Yeah.
I got a lot of plans right now, but you know, and a lot
You
of
trying to get
people.
in the ring, Julio? You trying to get in the ring?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
trying
Let
to
them
do
know
like
then.
full professional, but I'm trying to do like amateur at least.
Yeah. Get something on. That's fire. That's fire.
So like, and it's just I know it's gonna take a while, or at least it's gonna take at least 2 years for me to actually get it down.
Mm.
At least 2 years, I'm gonna think. Um, I was thinking of doing UFC type of stuff too.
MMA,
Yeah.
MMA takes a little longer just because you got a lot more components. MMA it'll take probably about 2 years before you get like your first fight. Boxing, bro, you could like 6 months. You could be straight low key,
Oh yeah.
low key.
My only thing is MMA is much more. It's got those illegal moves that could potentially kill someone.
Oh no, yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah,
So like, I was like, well, maybe I should join it just so like just have those moves in backup. Just
yeah.
in case.
Hey, for real though, cause like if I'm in a street fight, MMA, I'm sorry, but MMA gonna take a boxer out like 9 times out of 10. Nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of 10,
Because you're using your legs, elbows,
for real,
knees, even head sometimes,
for
man.
real.
So, but yeah, it's just and from there on, it was gonna be either UFC type of fighting or
Mm-hmm.
just because I don't know, boxing. I like it, because of Canelo and
Yeah.
is that is that Latino like
Yeah.
fighting spirit,
Yeah, yeah.
but UFC is just like much more intense. It's definitely like something that you could die from.
Yeah, it's way more gory, but
Hmm.
that's where like the fighting world's going to now. Like
Hmm.
people are wanting to see more of that gladiator. You know what I'm saying? We're going more and more back to how it used to be. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what people like though. We're humans though. We like seeing motherfuckers get fucked
Oh yeah. I
up.
yeah. Uh, yeah, because what was it? Boxing is coming to an end on ESP. Did you see that?
They say boxing's coming. What are you talking about?
Boxing's no. I think. Let me pull it up real quick. I forget what it's called. ESPN announces that either boxing or UFC is no longer uh, going to be part of the. It's coming to an end,
Like
basically.
being streamed by ESPN.
Yeah,
It's probably boxing. It's probably boxing.
because I think they announced it like on their Instagram
Mm-hmm.
that
Damn,
they're no
what?
longer doing it.
What?
Yeah, after this is the last year. Um, I think it's 2023. Yeah, news. I believe I can finish. Or um, boxing news. I forget it was. I'm pretty sure it said that the latest ESPN boxing comes think, yeah, I think they said that they're not doing it anymore
That's
pretty soon.
crazy. That's crazy.
Because the celebrity boxing is just.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Boxing's becoming a lot more like plush, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like motherfuckers don't be fighting people, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers run and like to pick their fights. And it's become more of like a show. So it's like people be picking their fights, people ain't fighting top contenders. So people ain't trying to watch that, you know what I mean? We
Mhm.
go over to the UFC or PFL and like you getting top matchups, like the top fight the top, and that's just what it is. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You don't really get that option. Like so people like that way more.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of going back to. You remember the thing that how many times you think about Rome
Oh
on TikTok?
yeah, yeah.
It goes back to that. Honestly, it goes back to
It
that.
does
Honestly,
though.
where and like this starts getting into like deeper things, but like
Mm-hmm.
how like give them bread and a circus and they'll love you forever
Yeah.
type of deal. The what's it called? Columnium? No,
Coliseum.
Coliseum. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Coliseum. It's just that's what we have as.
Yeah, it's the same
That's what it
structure.
is. That's what
Exact same structure.
football, soccer, baseball, all that. Give them bread in a circus, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll love you forever. And honestly, that's how like
Very true.
we're kind of getting programmed to like watch this
Yeah.
stuff instead of like when Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah. I
name
remember.
started getting
Mm-hmm.
released and all these like FBI files getting released, like we're not paying attention to that because you
We're
know
looking at all these spectacles and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it be. And there's always something new. There's always a new spectacle, right? When you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right when something crazy be happening.
Oh yeah, like there's this guy on TikTok that I follow. He's like, have you heard the news? And it's like where Russian attackers are have increased their what was it their hacking tactics on American
Goddamn.
soil and things like that, and like
That
everything
shit
is
you
getting
never
over.
hear about.
He tells you like all like these other things that are happening
Mm,
in the world, and then at the end he's like, nope, it's being over. Basically, it's being overclouded by like celebrity like news or
yeah,
something like that sort
that's
of
facts
stuff.
though.
Hmm.
That's very true. Like, there's so many issues and things that happen in the world that we would never, you know what I'm saying? We'd never even know about
Oh yeah,
over our heads. So many things happen right now that like we
I think
oblivious to.
America's one of the few countries now that barely does anything like newsworthy of uh, on other countries now.
Mm.
Like you see it more in like you see our country being the sole focus of everything.
It's that Western culture.
Hmm.
It's like I feel like the mindset over here is more of like America's top and like nothing else can be as good. So it's like why even broadcast it? Like that's the mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing is though, like even though that America is technically most military power,
Mm. Man, we
it's
can still
just not
catch it.
there
That's for
anymore.
damn show. We can
Yeah.
still catch it. That's for damn show.
Hmm. It's not there anymore though. Like
Mm-hmm.
America, from my personal experience, the American dream's much more harder to catch up now than it used to maybe 10, 15 years
Yeah,
ago,
very
honestly.
true. I'd agree with that.
I mean, just the people getting in relationships that just kind of destroy them, the how a bunch of mental health things just you have this wrong with you and that's only wrong with you. Here are
Mm-hmm.
pills to fix to
Mm-hmm.
temporarily fix it.
Mm-hmm.
It is just that most of the time, and I
Mm-hmm.
think as uh, as our generation grows, more and more are being fed into the ideology that all you need is love and the pills to get you through life, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll be fine. Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I think our generation and the generation next to us should not be focusing on the teachings of school as it's an outdated method and dating, relationships, things that truly, in the future you can get plenty more of.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kanye said it best. There's only one of me, thousands of you, though.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for real.
So, like, I think our culture has subsidized the importance of working for a dream
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
And
Um,
I feel like, yeah, most definitely. I feel like if things are becoming, we're getting more and more focused on like instant gratification. Like, look at, everything's instant now. Look at Uber. You know what I mean? You can get food instantly. You can get Amazon. You can get anything you want instantly. Like, damn near
mm,
now. You know what I'm saying? And it just keeps getting faster and faster. And I feel like that, and I feel like we're also getting farther and farther away from leaning on our own selves and looking to other things to fix us. You know what I mean?
mm,
Whether it's pills, whether it's weed, whether it's anything. You know what I'm saying?
oh, that and the fact is, like, the moralities behind everything.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost touch in moralities in huge parts of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I mean, moralities are everyone has their own morals,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people are just saying only my morals are right and whatever you believe in is not correct.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think that's a very outdated method of thinking. I mean, people should be able to speak to one another and not try to change another person, but learn from the other person.
Very true.
It
Very true.
it's life, being not being open to someone and their opinion is being a bigot. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's just the truth. You're putting someone else down in the same way someone else puts you down,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just not. That's not how the world grows. If
It's
you,
self-destructive too.
yeah, it's self-destructive because you're not opening yourself to other people opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You're hiding yourself from other opportunities. So that's where I think a lot of people should just focus on themselves, especially in high school and middle school. Middle school, I mean, it's middle school. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
most people don't really
Middle school for
remember.
damn show. Like, yeah.
So,
I mean,
like,
middle school, man. If you focus on anything but yourself, man, come on now. You got plenty
mhm.
of years. You got plenty of years. I've been there. Like, you know what
But
I'm
in high
saying?
school, I don't think nobody should be dating, honestly. I think people should be focusing on the opportunities at hand,
Mm-hmm.
learning what you can learn, what some teachers actually teach. History is important because if the past repeats itself, it will repeat itself.
Yeah.
And I think, like an entrepreneur class, learning about taxes, things that will affect you in the future.
Yeah.
Dude, how is y equals mx b plus b gonna
No,
help me right
facts.
now? You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like, I could just look it up on my phone now. Like, we have the research in our hands. We
Mm-hmm.
have 1,000 computers in our hands that we can just look up the answer, honestly.
Very true.
So I think the direction our teaching methods should go into is more the fact, like, how do we use the power that we have to learn, to be able, because school is just about repetition. You're just
Mm-hmm.
memorizing everything and repeating the same thing
Memorizing
over and
them, just throw
over.
right back out. Yep.
So I think we should learn how to use the tool to create better and bigger opportunities for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Create life skills.
hmm
Yeah.
Marketing, dude, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's an important skill. What communicating, like,
Mm-hmm.
communications, grammar, talking to people. Dude, I talk to a bunch of people, and sometimes their grammar is just all right.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean, but, like, all right, I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's how you want
Yeah.
to say it. So, but I think the teachings in school should be changed, and that we should focus more on learning and opening ourselves up to opportunities that will lead to happier lives.
Mm-hmm.
Dating, honestly, in high school, it's not worth it, because I know in my high school experience, everybody was just talking about body count,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all it was.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, in 5 years, are you gonna really care? Like, are people gonna
Mm-hmm.
really remember that you had like thousands of bodies on top of you? Like,
That yeah, Julio. If you got 1,000 bodies, 5 years, Julio, them 1,000 bodies is still very important. Because if I'm with a shorty and I hear how many bodies you got? 1,000. You want to get me out my seat? I'm gonna
I'm
say
just saying though, like, no, like people from high school are not gonna really care about it though,
yeah, it was
because
definitely.
in 5 years they're gonna be doing their own lives. They're gonna be caring about their own families. They're gonna be caring about their own work, careers, everything. You, the people in high school should care more about like building themselves up, learning
Facts.
skills to like a relationship will honestly, like it'll come and go, and you'll be able to make you'll have thousands of opportunities to walk up to a beautiful woman and ask her out. That's it's the truth.
Facts.
So like dating in high school, it's just a game of conquest, and like
Mm-hmm.
sooner or later, you're not going to be able to find the happiness that you're going to be seeking after
Mm-hmm.
you have your career set up. Because after your career set up, you have money coming in and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step in life? You know, now you have money to provide for a family. Now you have marriage. Now you have dating. Things that will now add more value to your life than just your job. So I think
Most
that's where
definitely.
I think that's where a lot of people should be thinking while in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And focusing on
and
themselves,
like,
building that stuff up.
yeah,
Because then once you're out of it too, bro, like you can't get it back. And like coming from us who are out of school, like, there's certain things,
hmm
and like I bet you can vouch for this too. There's certain things where I think back and I'm like, oh, I wish I'd have done that. Or I wish I'd have done that. You know what I'm saying? And it's
hmm
like when you out, man, like you can never go back to that. So it's like while you in it, enjoy it, and like find the good things, and you know what I mean, and
oh
and,
yeah,
and, and really take advantage of that opportunity
oh yeah. In
for
high school, I
real.
wish I would have learned more about businesses
Mm.
and like real estate, marketing, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my niche.
Yeah.
That's marketing. Like that's my niche. You know, I talking to people,
Yeah.
communicating. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick.
Bro, you were all good. Everybody been sick, bro. I'm
hmm
not lying.
This other crap. But just communicating to people, like that's my niche.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to people, being an extroverted. I get energy from talking to people, man. I
Mm-hmm.
just talk to people and I'm able to do
Get you
connections with
going.
them. Like that's the type of things that matter, because that's going to put you in the front doorstep of multiple opportunities.
Very
Like
true.
you can be a great communicator. You can be head of communications at a big, multi-million dollar company,
Mm-hmm.
or you can be a great designer. You can be anything if you know what you are looking for when you are in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time to figure out what you're looking for,
Very
what
true.
you're good at. That way, after high school, if you want to take a year, be part of the Peace Corps, take a gap year, work a little, you can. But now you know what you're good at. You
Mm-hmm.
have the classes to show that you were good at this. You have the skills now. You have the certificates while you were on your gap year to learn and educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's thousands of certificates, man. There's thousands of ways to learn multiple things. Marketing is one of them. Uh, Code, things like that. Google gives out certificates for like I want to say like a 60-hour course that they have for
Girl.
spreadsheets, things like that.
Damn, I
Unlike
didn't even know they
coding,
did it.
like there's thousands of opportunities out there, but people are just too. I don't want to say they're lazy. I want to say they're too introverted from the things that they were taught in school.
Mm-hmm.
They were taught like this is how it should be, and if either you're gonna go to work or you're gonna go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's options outside of college.
On God, that's why I feel like school is too generic based. Like
Mm,
it's way too generic based, and that's why like you go to school and it's like, oh, if you're not you don't get an A in math, well you're not smart. Oh, you don't get an A in this class, you're not smart. But it's like, nah, that's not the case because I feel like everybody got something they're good at. You know what I
mm,
mean? So I feel like if school would hone in on that, like obviously we need to get obviously there's bases like you need to learn simple math, simple, obviously, but like
yeah,
especially in high school, like really honing on that specific individual because there's always something that somebody can give
oh, yeah.
for real.
Elkhart Area Career Center is a great
Rhyming.
opportunity there. That's but that's only midway through high school.
Mm-hmm.
Not like at the beginning where like,
Yeah.
hey, what are some things that you feel like you'd be good at? You have a semester to test out different classes so that we can put you. I don't want to say the working class, but that's where you're basically going to end up if you're like trying to figure out and hone in on people's skills, like welding.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly a working class job. It makes good money though.
They make racks though.
They make like $34 an hour sometimes.
They make good
I've seen
money.
people start at 20 and get to $50 an hour, and I'm just like,
Crazy. I'm
I
like,
might have
dang,
done
maybe I
that.
should learn how to, on me, I'm like, maybe I should learn how to weld real quick.
Mm.
Hold on.
Like you remember Mr. Berger, right?
Mm-hmm.
From high
Yeah.
school. That man taught us multiple things, small engines. That's a class that actually learn that you can learn and develop
Mm-hmm.
skills in. You know, he taught welding, he taught small engines, agriculture, things like that, like things that we need to use to survive
Mm-hmm.
in life. Because you're not always going to be like, worst case scenario in the near future, all of all of our electricity goes out. We've gotten in a war, and now everything's gone to crap.
This man just said nuclear war, sir. I hope
Yeah.
not. I hope not.
We have to hide in Mexico. We have to learn how to rebuild again. Things like that. Things
Shit.
that matter. And like, not everyone's gonna be able to. What are you gonna contribute? Oh, I used to flip hamburgers. Well, that's not helpful.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do? I used to be a culinary expert as well as a masonry. All right, you can do the. You can start working on projects on building new homes. Like things that
Mm-hmm.
are gonna affect us in the future. We know that sooner or later, like this world's gonna be going to crap. We all know it, honestly. Like
Yeah.
that's the truth.
You
We
ain't wrong though. You ain't wrong.
there's so many wars going on that it's a possibility at this point.
Mm-hmm. I pray to God it ain't in my lifetime, no shit.
No, but I think schools should go in that direction.
For real. And I
And
feel like
no,
sorry, we
I'll
saying?
go for it, bro.
I'm saying I feel like school also like I feel like blue collar workers are also like low key hated on. Like it's like if you ain't becoming a doctor or like a surgeon, it's like man, you ain't shit. But it's like man, we need these boys, and like man, like without them, ain't none of this happening.
Oh
Like
no,
not air. We don't need a million doctors. We don't need a million dentists. Like we need, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, we we need we need people that could contribute to society.
Facts.
We need. Yeah, I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. Justin Waller.
Justin who?
Waller,
What? Nah.
one of the. He's a multi-million-dollar guy. He owns a multi-million-dollar, but he started with putting up steel beams to create buildings.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like that's stuff that's gonna affect us in the future. That's stuff we
Very true.
need. Someone that knows what they're doing. Someone that is able to do what we do. Because those guys put up our Costco's, they put up our Walmarts, they put up
Mm-hmm.
our Amazon warehouses. They're the guys that really like are able to do this type of job. A
Very
lot of
true.
people aren't going to want it. Our generation is so coddled to a point where very, yeah, you're very true on the part where we look down on like trades
Mm-hmm.
a lot, and those guys, I've seen it, man. New build houses, bro. You could see the amount of work and detail that these guys put in to
For real.
put in a new house, a skill that is very necessary, that pays well. First off, it pays
Mm-hmm.
well. It pays very good. Second off, a skill that no matter what, you can always use for either your own home, for a work, to make your own home. Like, you can make your own home, honestly, if
Mm-hmm.
you learn the skills. So I think people are looking way too much down on these trade guys.
Very true.
Like, these are the guys that also keep up our city. Like,
Mm-hmm.
guys that work at our city, people are like, oh, they're just causing, why do we even pay them? You know what I mean? Like, why are taxes going to, they're the
Yeah.
guys that, when it's freezing and the power lines are out, they're the guys that are going to fix it, not
Mm-hmm.
you. Unless you want to
Homie.
walk out, learn how to do electrical work at the same time it's freezing.
Facts. Facts.
So,
These are dudes that when it's icy, when it's icy and the roads are covered, these are dudes are coming out to throwing the salt on it at fucking 3 a.m. so your ass ain't slipping. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's shit like that.
and it's very depressing society now that we very look we a lot of people that I grew up with look down in that type of work.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're a welder, you're a sander, you're this and that. Dude, I've worked in multiple things, and I
Yeah.
can tell you that each person has a part in everything.
Facts.
Learning skills that are necessary, communications is still necessary for corporate jobs, but if you're
Mm-hmm.
not using another skill that can help society, like masonry, or electrical work, welding, things like that, is communications really just why make it one only option when you have multiple options?
Mm-hmm.
Because you always, like, who knows, you might get fired from your job next week, 2 weeks, corporate company goes bankrupt, things like that. Like, having another option is not being afraid of your job or
Mm-hmm.
preparing for the future. It's knowing that anything that can go happen, Murphy's law, anything that can happen could go happen.
Facts. Being ready for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Being ready to do. They say. I hope for the best, but I prepare for the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing.
Yep.
Man,
And
what the
it.
man? What the fuck? Hey, man, I
You got
gotta get
ghost.
I gotta get combat strips for this, but for this episode, I had to keep it ghetto and throw on the duct tape to keep it up. But hey, you about to see me readjusting this bitch right now. Hold on.
You got a
Make sure.
ghost, man. You got a ghost.
All right, bro. Yeah, Casper pissing me off, man. I'm throwing that bitch on the ground. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Casper got my ass mad as hell. All right, I'm done. Oh, that's fine.
No, but yeah, and it's a very depressing society now. Seeing
Mm-hmm.
people just tarnish the names of. I've seen, dude, women could do the job. I know
Facts.
someone that's doing welding. That's a female. She could do the job. It's not a lucrative job. Most females don't want to do that job, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why most guys should focus on working on those skills. Because we're gonna need those skills in the future, and it's gonna make you very important in the
Mm-hmm.
future if things go bad.
Very
You
true.
are gonna be the most important person in the future.
That's what I'm saying. Like these Amish, if everything goes down, like they finna be chilling. Like ain't
They're the
nothing
only ones
happen.
surviving, honestly.
Like straight up though, straight up. Like
They're
I'm
the
gonna be
only
living
ones
with
surviving,
them.
honestly. I mean, we've made it way too easy for our lives in both our education and parenting,
Mm-hmm.
that we've always said it's just about you. honestly, if the community's not growing, you're not going to be able to grow.
Very true.
Granted, it can be your own community. It can you can pick and choose obviously who becomes part of your community, who you want to take care
Mm-hmm.
of. Like I've chosen to take care of my family first before anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking care of my family first before anyone else now. And that can be, two friends that are part of my family, my mom, my brother, my sister, my baby brother, and maybe two friends that I've been there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take care of them first before I take any care of anyone else. But if the community is not growing, if we're not making money together, we're not providing for each other, it's not worth our time. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. Like it's big. It's big. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's bigger than
Mhm.
me. Type of shit.
And
That's how. Say
that's
so.
how we should be. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you see it, but most Middle Eastern families, the money stays within the family.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
money stay like you gotta applaud the fact that most Middle Eastern families, there are families that are having engineers, doctors, lawyers, and all the family gets the money into one account, and they just use it to buy food, cars, and the cars just stay within the family.
Mm-hmm. That's why they be rich as hell. I'm not lying. That's
Hmm.
why they be so rich. Like for real. Cause
That's
they
why
got
here at
like.
Marathon, I talk to the guys. They say, "Oh, we've bought 3 properties, but with all our names together, they have, dude. I've seen them with freaking Tesla cars,
Yeah.
Challengers,
Crazy.
different different cars of luxury of our standard of luxury. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
once you go higher, the
Yeah,
money.
you get to your Lambos and
Mm,
your Paganis and all that
but
shit.
they've kept it in the family, and they just use each other's cars. Like they don't
Mm-hmm.
care.
That's
They
the move though.
they're like, why would we move away from the family
Mm-hmm.
when we can provide for each other, when the money can just come together all the time?
Most definitely. And I feel like you need a like you need a team.
Oh yeah,
Like you have to. Like that's just what it is. You can't go through life solo, like just solo. You have to have a team. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Like having peoples, knowing peoples, having numbers, like that's just how it's always been though, like since the beginning of time. Like, you know what I mean? Like they used to, I mean, back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying, if you got thrown out of the community, like you gonna die out there, you know what I
oh yeah,
mean? Like, so that was huge. And I feel like now people we be thinking, nah, I just need me. But
oh
it's
yeah,
like, brother, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need them soldiers, you know what I'm saying, to fight with you.
oh yeah. And uh, I, in school, you should learn camaraderie and being
Mm-hmm.
honest with people that have the same intentions with you in the future.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a solo kid and it's just you and your family, I mean, learn to be brothers with other people
Mm-hmm.
and sisters. If you got a family, learn to be brothers and sisters with a selected few,
Mm-hmm.
very few, with your own family and with like very few people outside of the family. That's it's a skill that's necessary.
Mm-hmm. And I said, because I know a lot of introverts, they'll say, I'm introvert. I don't like people. So, man, listen, I'm like that too. Like, I don't always I don't always like to be around people. Like, I have to be by myself to get my energy back, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but like, look at this. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But like, look at this. So it's like, man, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Because at the end of the day, we learn the value of having other people, and you learn the value of like having connections and having your reach out, man. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I think introverted people get the wrong idea though. The introvert people are only introvert with the wrong people. They can be
What you mean by that?
extrovert. They get energy from the wrong people. Well, introvert and extrovert, the actual definition of introvert is getting your energy. Extrovert is getting your energy from other people. So,
Mm,
like if me and you are hanging out, dude, we're laughing and everything. That's
yeah.
energy, good energy.
Mm,
But I can be introverted to like a, a cheating snake guy.
Yeah,
basically.
I feel that.
Like I'm cautious. I'm like not very talkative.
I feel
I
that.
tend to stay away. So I think introvert people tend to get their energy from the people that they most likely see themselves
Mm-hmm.
with like friends that are just have the same goals as them, have the same mentality as them, same level of education,
Mm-hmm.
basically. I've talked to millions of people, man. Not millions, a few hundred people now, actually. I've talked to a few hundred people now, but like talking to someone and like being cautious about them, that's me being introverted.
Mm-hmm.
Me being extroverted is me having no issues with them.
Yeah,
Me not having that gut feeling of just
that
like,
boundary.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's like where you have that like feeling of just like, all right, be cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say too much.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. And a lot of people have said it too. A lot of people told me, I can be introverted with this person, but with you, I'm extroverted. That's charisma, first off. That's charisma right there.
Mm-hmm.
But secondly, that's just the fact is like the energy you give, the respect that you give to someone else. That's how you have that like energy going. That's how you
Very
like
true.
talk to people. So it's important that in school we learn how to communicate with other people. How do
Mm-hmm.
we give trust? How we be charismatic? Charismatic is all about respect, being nice to people, kindness, and
Mm-hmm.
being, flirty. That's that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And practicing being flirty, don't overdo it. Basically, in high school, don't be overdoing it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get yourself in situations, and don't do it with people in the school.
Yeah.
I think you should practice just walking up to an older lady. That's making her day. Put yourself in
Mm-hmm.
her shoes, basically. If they walked up to you and said, "You look very handsome," you'd feel good.
Bro.
So, like, all you gotta do is just walk up and say, "Hey, I just think you're very lovely," and have a good day, and just walk away. That's just that's just walking up to someone
Mm-hmm.
and learning to like get outside of the shell
Yeah.
because you feel like it's awkward talking to someone,
Yeah.
but it's just part of a process, man. Like it feels awkward, but maybe the lady last week, husband died, and she's been kind of depressed, but now you made her happy. People are going through things all
Yeah.
the time,
Oh God,
and
that's what I'm saying. Like it
sharing.
may be awkward for you.
Hmm.
Oh God, sorry, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. But like I feel like
No, I'm good.
um like you may think it's awkward, but you have no idea how that's affecting that person. So that's why I say you can even put that into things that anything you're trying to do. Like, cause I feel like the thing that stops people from doing what they want to do is their self doubt. And
Oh yeah,
so I feel like when you realize, man, fuck it, nobody's gonna think about it in the depth and in that I am, and nobody's ever gonna think about what you do as deeply as you do. There's just
oh,
like nobody will. So when you understand that and the other people gonna perceive it differently, fuck it. Just you know what I'm saying?
yeah. And no one's gonna really care what you do.
At the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Well, you can be with your group of friends and just walk up to someone, but they're not gonna remember. They're not gonna remember in about 3 months.
Exactly.
They're just they're not. It's in high school. It's not about showing off. It's more about like learning about yourself, what you're
Mm-hmm.
capable of. So like, and in high school, I think it limits that very much by saying your the road to success is learning all this stuff and you know be okay with getting in a relationship. Bring your
Mm-hmm.
relationship problems to your education, to your priorities in life. I don't think that should be true at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think your priorities should be that your priorities need to be separated. You first, so that way you can take care of the community.
Mm-hmm.
That goes to the family. That's a community right there. Family, the people that you call family, and then your relationship. A relationship's going to be last because the community's there supporting you first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. Now the relationship could become part of the community. You know, you have kids and stuff like that. But the relationship won't matter if you're broke and she decides that she was only with you for the money
Mm-hmm.
or the potential look of money,
Yeah.
the, the 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 fancy dinners, all that. That won't matter when she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
What matters is you providing for the community so that you know she
You're
gets the
good.
little droplets still, but the droplets are maybe a few $1,000s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you put yourself first. You know, you got to make money. You got to learn to take care of the family. You got to turn. Once you learn how to take care of the community, you learn how to take care of a family.
Very true. Very true.
And like in times of need, that's how you like being open to the experience of taking care of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care of your family is not a bad thing. Your mom took care of you. Your dad took care of you. Like they took care of you. Is it such a bad thing to take care of them?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people don't see when they say, "Oh, I hate my family. I can't wait to move out." Why would you move out? They're letting you live rent free for 18 years, maybe even 2 plus years. Go to a college, go to a trade school here,
Mm-hmm.
pay them back. Like, pay them back in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Get your money up, pay them back. All that matters is that you take care of the community. They took care of you for 18 years. They they deserve your respect. They deserve your love. They have been there long. Oh, but she's crazy and she says that she hates that I'm with my boyfriend. That's probably because they know more than you.
And I also say though to my soldiers who like they family isn't they support, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You also I would say like find like your family doesn't have to be like your blood. Like your family can be
Hmm.
your dog, like your family can be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just your family is just the people who's there for you, bro.
Hmm.
So that's what I would say
Yeah.
for them.
But sometimes, like, I see these situations and I'm like, your family doesn't, look, your mom and dad deserve your respect. Even though that they fight with you, they probably still love you, regardless. Two, if they haven't kicked you out of the house for maybe even after you turn 18 at 22, at 23, and you say, "Oh, I have no freedom," you're living in their house.
Mm-hmm.
That's their house, not yours. You obviously are not an adult if you're not making enough money to pay them even rent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but I want to go party on Friday and Saturday. Why would you do such a thing?
When you ain't got the bag right.
Yeah,
Why we partying with me ain't got the bag right? Excuse me.
yeah, you're
Like,
living in your parents' basement, bringing chicks to your parents' house,
mm,
trying to flex something that you do not have. How are you going to be able
it's
to do
tragic.
that?
That's tragic.
So like it's it's very bad. And when I hear stories of people saying that they talk to their guidance counselors and their guidance counselors are like, "Oh, my guidance counselor says they don't validate my feelings." Your parents don't have to. They literally told you, do this, this, and this, and get a degree, or find a way to make money that'll make you happy at the same time. But you're not supposed to like go around being foolish and wasting your time with people that are going to bring you down.
Mm,
Like people, and when I say like these people usually say only their version, only their perspective of like all the bad things, but never mentions the good that their parents did. It
mm,
is tragic because I see how these mothers and fathers sometimes treat their kids. Some of them treat them like the best ever,
mm,
but
bro,
some are just terrible. Granted, some of them are just terrible,
bro.
but some of these parents, you'll see that they bought them a car. They have a PS5. They have a flat screen TV in their room. They have everything that they wanted
Mm-hmm.
at the cost of the parents' blood, sweat, and tears. And then they still say that their parents are terrible people
Mm-hmm.
because they will not let them out after 8. They don't have to. You
Mm-hmm.
still live under their roof. They've given you almost every and everything in life to take
Mm-hmm.
care of you. You eat their free food. Their food. They paid for it. They can say, nope, you can starve. At the age of 18, you can say, hey,
Right.
nope. But if you're living rent free and all you do is complain about your parents, say that you don't respect them at all, that you don't care about them, you don't love them or anything, that's just they're not the issue. You are right there.
And I say if you don't like them, like then move out type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like when you turn 18, like obviously before that, like there's like you know what I'm saying, you might have to thug it. Like trust me. But when you turn 18, like if you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying, get out. Like get out. Like
Hmm.
get your money right and get out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
and
how
I think
that's how I view that.
and I think a lot of people, especially now, we've always said, "I'm not the problem." It's them that they're the problem.
Mm,
Sometimes you are the problem, though. I've had people say that, I got in an argument with a family member, and they said, asked, well, what started it? They said, well, I said this to this person. I said,
mm,
you see how wrong that is, right?
yeah.
Like, you're telling me that you got an argument and that they're the bad guy, but you said this about their child or them themselves.
Mm,
You see how wrong you are, and you saying it bluntly out of nowhere does not help your case. And I'm like,
very true.
and they're like, well, it's just because why not? I'm not the issue, they are. I'm like, that doesn't help your case. It does not help your case.
Mm,
They're working, you know, 50, 60 hours a day to take care of their issues. But you
mm,
calling them lazy and that they don't love their child, they don't love their spouse or any of that sort of stuff, to take they're working to take care of that.
mm,
But you pushing it and edging it off, like saying that they're not worth anything, is you're the issue right there
mm,
because they're doing everything they can,
mm,
and you're not helping the situation.
mm.
That you're just making them feel like they're less than something.
And I feel like that can be in every relationship. Like I feel like that comes down to like a sense of empathy and like
Hmm.
understanding. And I feel like that's in all aspects. Like I feel like we get caught in a sense of like I just see how you hurt me, but like I ain't see you know what I'm saying? I ain't see that 360 type shit.
Yeah, and it's just I think schools should teach more about communications than anything
Oh bro.
else.
Oh bro, literally. It's understanding. For real.
And it's
But
crazy.
oh God. But nah, bro. I appreciate you for being on here with
Hmm.
me, brother.
Uh,
My
send me
man.
the send me the recording because
Man,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
use.
I'll send you, and it's not the whole time this
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Jeez,
Appreciate it, man. Yeah,
no, bro. I appreciate you for coming on here, brother. Man,
talk
it's
to you
always
soon.
a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, man. And for everyone out there, it's just get your money up.
I
It's
mean,
just that
talk to him,
simple.
Julio. Talk to
It's just
him.
that simple. There's thousands of opportunities, and if your relationship is causing you to like waste all those opportunities, saying, let's say, like I had an ex, you were, like last time, my ex didn't support me while I was what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. You had to let go.
Yeah,
You just gotta let it go. If they're not supporting you and you are actually doing what you're doing and it's making money, let it go. Let them go. It doesn't matter. Prove them
oh
wrong.
God,
There's going to
oh
be
God.
thousands of them. And there's always going to be someone better and bigger. That can be said about the same thing about yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is.
But I mean, it's your story though. So in your mind, shit, you gotta be the main character. You know what I mean?
Main character shit. Main character shit.
For real, very true, Julio. Damn, bro. Bro, I hope you have a fire day, bro.
You too, bro.
And I don't know if you got any. I don't know if you got any like clients or shit, but I hope all that runs smooth for you, brother.
Will do, brother. Talk to you soon, bro.
Hey, I'll talk to you soon, bro. Have a good one, bro.